I fucking love the little barp out of this. Anyway, when, like, if I do a little blip on the fucking KTM, it just goes where, whereas I do a blip on this and it's like fucking goes brum and it does a little pop, and I'm just like, yeah, that's what I want. And up, you know, still don't like it, but I mean, I like it, but I like the KTM better. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I've only a short time with this bike. It was given to me as a loaner for reasons, and this is the 2021 1100 Africa Twin, and this is going to be a short enough video, and I'm just going to give my initial impressions. I had it for like a day or two, or I have had it for a day or two, and in my mind, if a garage gives you a loaner bike, it's for getting you home, so I don't want to be going out on a big spin on it or anything like that, because whatever about crashing my own bike, I can imagine crashing a garage bike is going to be super bad crack. So I'll give you my impressions. For those not familiar with the channel, I ride a KTM 1290 Super Adventure, and so I'm going to be comparing this bike to that bike. And so I will let you know some things I like and some things I don't like. That'll probably cover it, because I mean there's no end of review videos of this bike out there, as well as the KTM, but this will give you an idea of what it's like. So first of all, things I do like. This is a moderately comfortable bike. The screen appears to actually screen you. I don't know whether it's just the screen I have on the KTM, but you know, I can open up my the visor on my lid when I'm on a road like this or on a motorway, and it's not going to blow the face off me, which is nice. Bit of adjustment in the screen, and it's the sort of style of a bike where you could have a big fuck off screen and it doesn't look out of place on the bike, so that's pretty nice. Secondly, almost because of the wind protection, like it's not just deceptively fast. It's more that like it doesn't feel, for motorway work, it doesn't feel like there's it's as fast as it's going, if that makes sense. And so, you know, it's a big engine bike. It can go fast, and it doesn't feel like it is. So you can be quickly up to motorway speeds, and it seems like you're actually not. You have to judge by other cars and stuff like that. You're not hanging out for dear life. That's kind of what you like in a bike of this style. So it's got that going for it. Third bit that I actually like is it's got that dual dash going on, where you have all the whiz bang up the top and then just the business marm down the bottom. And I like it. I think it's good. I think it's the way I look at dashes is that I'm looking for the main information, and there's lots of nice stuff, and if I want the main information, down the bottom is like speed, tacho and gear. That's it, and it's pretty nice. I like it. Again, the geometry wise, there's good and bad. You know, nice wide bars. You know, it's a city uppy bike. To me, it's almost too city uppy. It's and this is just me. I'm about 5'10", 5'11", and I'm sitting dead upright on the bike, and my knees are bent 90 degrees. Like the pegs are, I think, higher than the KTM certainly. And I don't know if I like it. I don't know if it's, you know, that you're just sitting bolt upright. I don't know how comfortable that would be after a long day doing that. I like the barp. There's a nice barp out of it. I don't know if this is the stock can, but it makes a nice barp, which you don't really get on the KTM. You know, KTM is a very polite kind of a bike, which suits me a little bit, but every so often you want to pour on some throttle and get some barp out of the back of the bike, and this is good for that. Less good, the switch gear is weird. So if you look over here, there's fucking a keyboard over here. It's fucking ridiculous the amount of switchy bits that are there, and it's you know, a lot of modern bikes are becoming like that, and the new KTM, which I test rode the other day, that's about the limit of my, you know, that's enough buttons, thanks, you know. And what's weird about this is, like, that over there is basically a keyboard, and over here you have starter and kill switch and your cruise control. That's it. Or there's some other sort of thing. Like, could you not balance the stuff between the two switch gears? I mean, I'm not going to second guess you, Honda. Like, you are the masters of having giant switch gear. If you've ever seen like a Pan-European or a Goldwing or any of that, like, just lots of buttons and bells and whistles, but you want to be sitting down and studying the old manual before you went near it. Another weird thing, I don't know if it's good or bad. I mean it's bad, but I don't know if it hassles me that much, is like, when you turn the bike on, a little disclaimer comes up on the screen, and you have to hit OK on the little disclaimer to turn on the screen. I don't know if you need to do it to turn on the bike, but the little screen, I think they're just nervous about a great big screen sitting in front of you. Like, this is a combination enduro, travel, whatever it is. Like, this is a bike made to be taken off-road, and it's much more likely to be taken off-road and into wilderness than your average GS or Super Adventure. So maybe they're just nervous. It's why there's the dual dash. Maybe if a fucking rock comes up and hits the big dash, then you still have the small dash. It's designed for, you know, roughness. So I don't know. You know, what do you think of that? But aside from that, like, the big screen, even if you're looking at it, it's super clear. Everything's right there. Like, I don't need anything more than that. Like, there's my fuel gauge, which is, you know, and speed, and I think the rest is like traction control and so on, and ABS and the different sort of main settings. But it's just, you know, it's a nice screen. I like it. As for things I don't like, they're more to do with the sort of geometry and ride of the bike. As I said before, I'm sitting bolt upright. It's a city-uppy bike, but my legs aren't relaxed. You know, they're up. The pegs are quite high. You know, not in a sports bikey kind of way, but in front of you and up. So my knees are bent 90 degrees, way more than on the KTM, certainly. There we go. It's not as good crack to ride. I mean, I'm coming off the KTM, which is kind of designed to be, yes, this is a travel bike, but it's good crack to ride as well. So there's not as much pickup. I know it makes lovely barps, lovely noise, but there's not as much under your hand power-wise, is my impression anyway. You know, there's still loads. You know, you're not going to be short on power on this bike or any bike in this class, really. But it's to do with, like, just you know, if you, as you know, with any bike in this class, it's suitable for a certain kind of rider. And, like, yeah, I think if I was like, you have to go to somewhere that doesn't have a KTM dealer, I'm more likely to want to be on something like this, because KTMs are fussy. They're fussy. They're not Italian fussy, but they've got plenty of electronics in them. And I get the feeling that this bike, you know, because of Honda's reputation, and also because some of the little bits that you see about it, is that it's definitely more towards the you can fix it with a hammer and a wrench kind of spectrum. So there is that. But for an everyday bike, or most days, or even out for your spins kind of bike, I don't think it'd be as suitable. You know, if you wanted a bike that was everything, I think the KTM fits more into that slot than this bike would. You know, I see a good few of them out, like, and they're lovely looking bikes. You know, they suit the paint job. This is the HRC paint job. They suit the paint job, certainly. You know, they're nice to ride. Wouldn't be for me though. If you were saying, do you want this or the KTM, I'm still very much on the KTM. Fucking hell. Saturday afternoon in Blanchardstown shopping centre, and, like, the outside car park is full, but I've never seen it this quiet. Holy wow. Holy wow. What the fuck, you boy? Whew. Nearly got a fucking airtime bonus there. How's it going, lads? Doing a bit of green laning there, yous. That's a nice bike, that is. And so I got a little longer than I thought I'd get with the Africa Twin. Had it over the weekend rather than just for a day. Got to bring it out, got to do a few bits, got to get caught in the rain, which is pretty okay. Good test. And what I would say is, it's a very, very nice bike. You know, I say that about all the bikes. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but this one isn't for me. It's not the sort of all-rounder and everything. You know, I don't like the riding position. I don't like the seat. These are all me-centric things. It doesn't make it a less good bike for the kind of bike that it is. You know, a couple of little quirks, etc. But no, you know, if I was told, you know, what bike do you want to be on a cross-continental tour, it'd definitely be in the top 3 to 5. And now that I've ridden it, it's probably gone up in my estimation, definitely. So, yeah, I suppose I better give it back now. Right, that's your lot. I'm continuing the trend of not being coy about my future plans. So I bought the KTM, so that's another video. I'm just going to go in and pick it up, and then we'll see. Then we'll see what's what. All right, get out of my way. Cheers. Talk to you again.